And with the Skyview Temple completed with the second portion of the tablet in hand, run into a Kikwi on our way out. No, not yet. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, I guess that's true. Doesn't really help, though. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks, buddy. Well, with all that done, I guess it's time to head back up into the sky. Hello, guys! This is UniversalGiant, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword. And hopefully, now that I've done some adjustments to the capture card, we'll actually be able to see the sky rather than be blinded by it. Let me guess, you're gonna tell us again that we have to go to put the tablet in? Nope, she's gonna tell us about goddess cubes. So remember those goddess cubes that we struck in the beginning? Or list before we entered the Skyview Temple? Those are connected to goddess chests that are up here in the sky. You may have noticed that there was one sitting behind, I think, Gondo in the bazaar, but it wasn't actually activated. These things hold important treasures for us. Now, I'm actually going to be heading back to Skyloft first to unload some of the rupees we have, because I'm pretty sure one of the ones there, one of the goddess cubes we'll be picking up has money in it, and I don't want it to go to waste. So you can just fly over Skyloft. It has specific drop points for you. I tend to go straight to the bazaar because it's closest to the stuff that I need to get to more often than not. And if we go over here, we'll see the flying airship. Now this is the first place I want to go. And then we'll head into the bazaar to get some stuff there with whatever rupees we have left. We should have a decent number of rupees left after this. So if we hit the bell, it'll drop a rope, and that rope will bring us up to the airship. So we can make our way off here and into the shop. And in here is a guy on a bicycle. Oh wow, that's super cool how you're powering this whole thing with just a button. I thought I killed you. This music is filling me with complete and utter hatred. But we need his stuff. So the bug net is pretty useful to have. Net profit. I'm gonna kill you, Beetle. So the bug net, completely optional, but not optional if you want 100%. And he's also carrying a wallet. Now this thing will allow us to carry up to 300 more rupees. Costs 100, I think it's worth it. Especially early on when you saw just how quickly we were able to max out our rupee count. So this is actually an extension to our natural wallet. It's not a naturally bigger wallet, but it really doesn't make a difference. This over here is a life medal. This is actually a heart container. There are 2 of these in the game, and there are only 18 hearts that you can acquire naturally. The other 2 are life medals that you need to carry in your adventure pouch in order to obtain 20. I don't know why they did that, but they did. And I don't know if I have enough money for the new adventure pouch. This will allow us to get... Yeah, we need 300 for this, so I'll be back for it later. We only have 3 things in our pouch anyway. But I'm not sure why they made it so that you could only have 18 hearts and forced you to have, say, 2 of them by adventure pouch item. Because it doesn't really feel right that you have to have an item held in order to have 18 hearts, why you can't just have 20 hearts naturally. But yeah, bugs, if you want to catch them, don't just run towards them wildly like I'm doing. You do want to approach them more slowly so that they don't run away from you. But butterflies are easy to catch, and they're fairly common, and I feel like a dick for blowing you off, but I'm still going to blow you off. How you doing, Gondo?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if we can afford to upgrade any of our gear right now. I don't know if we're going to be able to, even if we are. See, we need Tumbleweed, Ancient Flower, and Evil Crystal. We won't get this until way later. These are 2 areas from now. So it'll be a while. This will need Dusk Relics for. Those aren't available until way later, but I don't like the Slingshot anyway. And we can upgrade this wooden shield to a bandage shield right now. I think I'll hold off on it because we won't be using the wooden shield for a little while. As you can imagine, we're going to a fire area. And it doesn't make sense to go into a fire area with a wooden shield. Which is why I wanted to pick up this iron shield. I just want to make sure I had enough money to purchase the iron shield. Maybe we will go ahead and upgrade the wooden shield. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I think he'll also tell us that he's selling a Siege Satchel, which is an accessory we can hang on to. It'll allow us to hold 10 more Deku Seeds. We're probably not going to need it. Also, this woman. She's the item check lady. If you have too much stuff in your items or your adventure pouch, you can deposit them here. Or likewise, if you have too many in here, then she'll offer to, store stuff for you. So I think I'll put the wooden shield in here for now, because we're really not going to need it. Or, you know what, let me take it out again. We'll expand it, or we'll upgrade it. But talking to this lady is important for 100%, because she will eventually initiate a quest. And you need to talk to her at least a couple of times in order to initiate that quest. So anytime you stop by in here to upgrade or buy stuff, I recommend you talk to the item check girl as well. But you can see the iron shield we can't upgrade without Elden ore, which, as you can probably guess, we find in Elden. So let's upgrade the wooden shield. Why not? Free up some space in the wallet. Actually, you know what? You remember the old woman that was in Gondo's house before, and she mentioned that Gondo was working on some robot or something? I think I see it there. Yeah, but this is where Phi's going to tell us about the goddess chests that we cannot open up because we haven't activated the corresponding goddess cube on the surface. There are a number that we can activate, but that's not one of them. The little robot dude. Or let me... There we go. That must be the little robot Gondo's working on. I never really looked to see if he was there. I probably should have. I also feel bad for blowing you off earlier. Will you still offer me that 1 rupee? Alright. I'll bite. Tell me my fortune. That's not too bad. You also reminded me that I actually need to equip the iron shield. Thanks, buddy. And I guess it can't hurt to run back up to the goddess statue. Is it called a goddess statue? It might be called the goddess statue. The goddess everything in this game. Everything's the goddess. But you may have remembered that we had the... What were they? We had the little signs for the medallions in the temple, the sealed grounds, down on the surface. Those are the other three. Although I'm pretty sure the forest medallion had 4 of those, and that one only has 3. Maybe that was the original design, when the forest temple in Ocarina of Time was originally the wind temple? I mean, that's another story entirely. I mean, there are signs for it in a number of places, like when you go through Ganon's Tower, and the forest trial is based on wind. I wonder if that was the original forest/wind temple medallion design. Well, that's good. Now we have a second area open to us, and hopefully this is Elden. And now that we've opened up Elden as a location, it should open up a number of other things to us as well.
Hey!
Oh no, was that your little girl? How could she be kidnapped up here? Everybody knows everybody. Why would anyone kidnap her? I mean, we have seen some bad people around lately, but... No, I haven't seen her. I just got back. Oh, that's not good. I'll do it. Oh, why thank you. We might need a little help figuring out where she is, though, but there was somewhere else I wanted to go first anyway. I just forget exactly which direction to go for. I think it's towards the forest. So, if that's true, I went the wrong way? Maybe? Because you remember there was a particular island I pointed out on the map. Aw, sorry, but I... Graveyard? Oh boy, that doesn't sound good at all. But the island that I wanted to has a couple of NPCs that will give us an idea as to where... What's her name? Kuplay, maybe? So it can't hurt to go over there. I don't know about that. Sorry. I just don't want to think that there is a child abductor in this town. Is there something wrong with that? But now that we're out here, the island that I wanted to go to, that I pointed out earlier, is actually the one that has all of these on it. I think I'd go to this one first, just to pick up the treasure there, because we're probably not going to be going back that way later. Like, the only reason most of these islands exist is for the sake of picking up items and whatnot. And it's one of the things that I really don't like about this game. The sky itself, flying around, and just the freedom of being able to do it is really nice, but there's next to nothing out here. I mean, yeah, it's all closer together, and you can make the argument that with Wind Waker, at least getting to these places is a lot faster than in Wind Waker. They're not needlessly far apart. But there's so little out here. It's just kind of disheartening. But yeah, there are 2 of these treasure chests that we can get on this island, so we might as well just place the beacon there. And if we look around, yeah, you can see the little blue one. It's kind of hard to see because most of the sky is blue. and your attention is drawn to the bigger beacons that grant you access to the surface. But the beacons are really helpful. You can also tell there are little enemies on top of these things. And these circles will grant you a decent amount of speed when you go through them. So it's a good idea to shoot for those. The speed difference really is worth it. I just forget which side the chest is on. It's on this side. Yeah, this is the reason why I emptied my wallet earlier. Because we get a free 300 rupees right here. You don't want to miss that. And here we have another slot for our adventure pouch. This is the only other one that we're able to pick up that we don't purchase from Beetle's shop, so it's a good idea to pick it up here.